place of fighting.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That uppercut's blocked. A perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The courage on display here is incredible. That counter punch caught him clean. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning or air con, as they say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judges going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round.
Switch on.
As bad as boxing.
You're starting to make mistakes.
On to the second round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he misses with the left uppercut. Nice counter shot. They both want the knockout. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw a punch and just got countered. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Let's reset.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you think you come...
round. Great round.
On to the third. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
showing exceptional chins, by the way. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. That counter shot lands. You'd think we'd see more accuracy. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Swing and a miss with the hook. Punch, counter punch. Trying to land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That bell could not...
Calm yourself down.
Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
There's a counter shot. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They exchange punches. This counter. We've never seen B-Ball hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? How did they survive that?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter. That big hook doesn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they have...
There's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
punch is coming from every angle. This is a high-octane battle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the... There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Perfect counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Neither fighter willing to slow down. They figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Can't score with that jab. Beautiful counter shot. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
I need to see...
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that. There's the bell to start round 7. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Catch and shoot. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
That jab doesn't find a home. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Straight right just misses. Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Win this round, kid.
Round 8, and we're off again. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. Good counter punch. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed. It's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. It, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.